Hey, it's Bobby Z. Now let's talk construction.
Talk construction with Bobby Z. Bobby Zielinski, with over 50 years in the construction industry, takes a no-bullshit approach, educating on all phases of construction so you can do it safely, affordably, and get it done right the first time.
Welcome to a new episode of Talk Construction with Bobby Z. This is Bobby Z with over 50 years of old school experience. What we have today, our show is about converting a non-livable space into a livable space. One of the main requirements of the building department to convert a non-livable space to a livable space is to have two off-street parking spaces. And as you can see, we have it here. Besides the off-street parking, other requirements of the building department are, first thing you do is get zoning approval. You go to the building department, you go to the zoning officer, and you file an application. It's a $50 fee. It's not a big deal. After that, you go and engage the services of an architect who will draw you a set of plans. Once you get the plans, then you can get yourself a general contractor who will go and file for building permits with the building department. Now let's go inside and talk construction. Starting off here is that we put up a wall with 5/8 fire-rated sheetrock and an insulated door to enclose the new bathroom. The purpose of this is to prevent any of the pipes that are exposed now from freezing on the inside. Now that we're on the inside, we'd like to point out suggestions that were made by the architect. Instead of putting a 2x4 wall, we have now a 2x6 wall, which maximizes the amount of insulation that can be put in the wall. Right now, instead of R19, it's been upgraded to R21. Also, what we've done here is cut in registers into the existing ductwork. Okay, and you can see that it has adjustments on it, and what we've also done on the other side, we've cut in registers. This is to maximize the temporary heat in here while we're working. Also, something that we want to point out is that sometime during the inspection process, insulation may have to get removed to expose any electrical wires. Once demolition is completed, only at that time can we determine what was done by previous contractors that was not done properly, such as putting straps over existing plumbing, which we have done, reinforcing the existing beams with Tico hangers, which we have done. What we'll also like to point out next is that the use of metal studs instead of wood studs, but also how we were able to integrate metal and wood together. One of the main reasons for using metal studs is that they don't warp, they don't rust, and they don't promote mold, and it's easier to frame and reduces the amount of blocking that is needed as opposed to using wood studs. Over here we do have a wood stud here, but this is done as blocking for a sliding door, and also we have another 2x6 here. So when you screw your sliding door into there, you have good meat for your screw. What we want to point out here is that due to the fact that we have a concrete floor and that there was no existing rough plumbing here in the past, that we had to use first a worm-driven electric saw with an industrial diamond blade with water, and then once we did that, we used a chipping gun to break out the concrete. You must remember that we could not use a gas-powered saw because of the fumes, and that's not supposed to be used in a confined area. We have a special saw that we use. Again, it's an 8-inch worm-driven saw with a diamond blade in it. As a recap, what we discussed today was how to convert a non-livable space to a livable space, and also the rough framing required. On our next episode, we're going to discuss the rough plumbing and the rough electric. Stay tuned for another episode of Talk Construction with Bobby Z. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.